new tent we're gonna set up here. So took it out of the bag already. Dandelion shell. This is a hot tent, so we'll kind of go piece by piece here and show you what we got and let you know what we think of it. All right, we're staking down the body. It's got a floor that's separate, so we'll show you there. It comes with 16 of the 3-sided aluminum stakes, which I like these way better than the old ones that they used to give. So I've actually been buying them and replacing them on some of my other stuff. So we'll keep staking this out. Show you another step here in a minute. All right, gang. I think we have it staked out. We have no idea exactly what they're wanting you to do with this. There's one on both sides. They did give us a couple of extra guy lines in the stakes, but unless you're pulling it straight out, like if I were to pull it out to me, I just don't know how much of a down. So if anybody is familiar with this saw dial, wherever they grabbed this design, let us know. So we got the stove jack. We've got a door on the other side. Cool feature I personally haven't seen is these bars that are built in. Just tighten them up here as you're going to stand them up. Now that it's guyed out, it stays standing up. But that's a pretty cool feature. For some airflow down there. Take you inside in a minute. Oh, big doors. I don't know if we pull this, I think we can make that center tauter. That just seems to be a little more slack than I would like if you're out in the cold and get hit by the snow. So we'll see. Let's wander inside, see what we got here. Haven't been in here yet, so stove jack. We have one vent window there with a pocket. See what happens if we open that. There we go. So, you can roll it up. Got some mesh there. Another one exactly opposite corner. No other storage pocket, just the one right here. Got a light hook. Got one hook on one end, none on the other end. That's a bit ridiculous. Be nice to be able to tie up like a drying rack for your socks or whatever while you got the stove burning here, rather than just have one at the far end. Nothing in the center. A couple of things to be desired, but see, so we definitely got kind of a interior snow skirt or faux bathtub floor. I don't know. That's a different setup than I'm used to. We will grab the floor, connect it in. We already know it's got little hooks. There's little tabs in the corner, one in the middle there. So we'll see how that goes and bring you back in a minute.
So I did not like how these are laid out, these wrap-ups. So it's in the toggle is in the middle of the doors. So you got to loop the outside one and then use the same toggle to come back over here if you want your screen up. Which typically I wouldn't have both up. It would just be the screen. But I feel like they could have done that a little bit better.
Yeah, that's a different feature. Usually 2 toggles. All right, well, we'll put the floor in and check in. All right, floor's in it. You can see floor's got a built-in hot pad for the stove, and then floor just kind of comes over. Got little plastic hooks that go into those fabric loops. I would definitely prefer a little plastic hook there, or ring to put the hook into, rather than trying to fight that piece of fabric open to get the hook in it. Most of them went fairly easy. That one didn't get put on. Definitely pretty roomy, pretty spacious. Be a great palace for one person. A couple of guys could use it. You could put one this way and one across this door. Doors on both ends. You don't really got a big issue with the stove going. I like the cross flow. Not quite sure what these are for. So the instructions that come with this tent show a teepee. They do not show this tent. They have a picture of the tent in there. Does not include this line. Not sure what that is. So we also have no idea what this is, unless maybe you wanted to eliminate the pole, tie it up to a tree. Yeah, not sure. Feature I do like is this little kind of awning coming off to kind of, if it's kind of raining on you, keep it away from your door a little bit while you go in and out. I do like the overhang here for your ventilation to go up and under. It is a single wall tent, so no rain tarp. That's just so loose. One thing we were brainstorming on was a pole or a stick in between these two, and then kind of maybe use a string to pull them together, keep that stick pinned in there. Then you could put a tarp on it if you were expecting an actual snow load overnight. Guy it out a little bit tighter so it would fall. Yes, the Dandelion Shell cabin. You can see it is not cut, so whatever size stove you do have, you can cut it to match. Those come up, toggle up there. I guess the Velcro is in case you need to buy a replacement, because then it zips down if you're gonna, because that flap doesn't have Velcro on it. But if you had 2 different sizes of stoves, you could cut a bigger notch here. I have a replacement for my Palmolive that would Velcro right onto that, so you could have 2 different size of holes if you wanted. Or if you were worried about the ants marching in, I guess you could put a blank one over that just to seal it up. But there it is, Dandelion Cabin Plus maybe. So it's got some things to be desired, kinda, you know. Would definitely make a couple little changes where you're not trying to really save weight. Some of it doesn't make sense not to have.
For the inside bathtub floor, I'm probably just going to use a bunch of little key rings and just put those on the fabric loops and use those little key rings as loops for the bathtub hooks.
There's a good solution for that. It'll just be way quicker, way easier to reach in there and get that done. So there are some nice features, some cool features. Be on the lookout for a video maybe in the next year of how an actual review of it. This is just an overview, just pull it out of the bag for the first time. So he'll get it used, we'll get it used, it'll get used, and we'll give you some reviews and feedback at that point. So all the lines do have reflective in there. Obviously the sun's out too much to see, but you can kind of see the little reflective. And I do like this style of toggle for loosening and tightening this up, and the fact that it's adjustable, that's huge. Every one of these is adjustable. These ones have a different type of toggle. It quit recording. Different type of toggle, but it works just so nice. A lot better than those oval weaves. So there you go. Let us know what you think if you've used it, if you've looked at it, and why you didn't buy it if you went with something else. Hey, we like hearing all of that. So, well, until next time, maybe in this, maybe not, we'll see you on the mountain.